Hi, my name is Matt Lane. I'm John Lane's brother, and I am honored to be giving the best man speech today. Before I dive in, I did just want to thank John for letting me publicly embarrass him in front of all of our friends and family. I'm going to tell a few stories today, and what I want you as the audience to do is to try to catch on to the theme of each story that I tell. And don't worry, it'll be quite easy to figure out what I'm getting at here. So, the first story I'll talk about is when John first told me that he wanted to start dating Audrey. So, John had met Audrey, and by the way, this was about 9 months ago. John had first met Audrey. He told me that he liked her, and he said, Matt, as you know, in the past, I have struggled with building up the courage to ask people on a date. And what I want you to do is just hold me accountable to asking out Audrey on a date. John told me that if he hadn't asked her in 1 month, that he wanted me to intervene and make sure that he asked her. So a week goes by, and in passing, I talk with John and I say, Hey, have you asked Audrey yet? And John told me, Oh, I already asked her and we already went out on a date. John couldn't wait to go on a date with Audrey. Now, fast forward a few months later, I walk into the kitchen and Audrey is giving John a haircut. So naturally, I ask, Hey, could I also get a haircut? Now, John informed me that they did have a date in the next 10 minutes that they had to get to, but that they did have time to give me a quick haircut. So after Audrey was finished with John's haircut, John said, Hey, Audrey, go take a break. I'll take care of Matt. I'll give him a quick haircut. So John did give me a quick haircut. So quick, in fact, that when John was finished, Audrey took one look at me and said, Hey, John, how about I just touch up a few spots on Matt's hair? When Audrey turned on the clippers, the motor started rumbling quite hard when she reached the back of my head, meaning that John had missed about half of my haircut. John couldn't wait to take Audrey out on a date. Now, fast forward just a few weeks ago, right before y'all's marriage ceremony, I was having dinner with y'all at your house, and Audrey was cooking dinner, preparing things, and John just kept on asking Audrey over and over, Do you need help with this? What about that? Do you need help over here? What about this? Can I start on the dishes? And Audrey just kept on saying, John, it's okay. I've got it. John couldn't wait to help Audrey. So I'll say this about John. John, you are impatient in all of the right ways. You and Audrey are meant for each other. Your willingness to serve her is paramount. I really do appreciate the example that you've set for me as your younger brother. Both of y'all have what it takes to have a very successful marriage. I love you and I'm grateful for you. Everyone, raise a glass to John and Audrey.